you so much, Michael. You're welcome on board. Morning to you.
Morning, Michael.
All right, this is Justices Fighting
Thanks for
Back.
having me.
All right, you're welcome. This is Justices Fighting Back in the country. Of course, there are uh, reactions over the recent judgment by the courts in the country. And the CJN has said that no matter your emotion, it won't stop the court or the court from making the right judgment. Looking at what is taking place in Kano State, protest over the disqualification of NNPP candidates. And like I said yesterday, it speaks volume. It speaks a lot about our judiciary. But no matter your emotion, the court does not care. What matters the most, what matters is the right judgment. Have they given the right judgment? And looking at the gubernatorial elections that took place in the country and the presidential election that took place this year, did the court give the right judgment to the right persons?
Thank you, Michael. The CJN speaking yesterday to eminent jurists, legal practitioners, and the likes. That they were all in that meeting. I think to a very large extent, I want to agree with the CJN in terms of the fact that justice and emotions may not really go together, which to a large extent I want to agree with him that justice may not go in the line of our emotions most times, and that is the truth. So much as I want to agree with that, I also think it could have been an opportunity for CGN Arunola to charge his men, charge his colleagues in terms of the kind of maybe judgment that we have seen, especially of recent, that has become very worrisome. I didn't see much of that in his speech. I'm also aware that he said they should be firm and fair. He used those two words, which I agree with. But the area of him drawing the attention to not to ridicule that important arm of government, not to embarrass that arm of government, not to make Nigerians lose interest and lose hope at that in that very important arm of government. I didn't hear much of that in his speech, and I think it should have used that opportunity to scold even some of his men that have been involved in judgments that are seen not to be okay in line even with the constitution. We have seen some judgments that when it comes to you hear people saying that okay, this is what the constitution is saying about it, and when it is for B, having a similar case, you as a lot of justice have been buried under the grave of technicalities, and I think it should have used that opportunity to draw their attention to such.
Now, away from that, let's quickly move down to what we discussed yesterday, which is still trending in the country: the statements of Benin over Ashwaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and we have Nigerians still reacting to that statement. Like we have it on the comment section, the Oba should not have brought this topic up at this particular time. That's what in fact is saying, and we have another person saying that Oba Benin is one of the first-class citizens in Nigeria. They don't feel what poor are feeling. That's what Andrew Obunjimi has written here. Fat also said, like I told you earlier on, that the Oba shouldn't have brought this topic up at this particular time. Are this true?
We addressed this matter yesterday, and I think I want to maintain that position. The Oba of Benin, highly respected, first class Oba, that has only made a personal opinion in my estimation. And I think I just want to leave it at that. It's his personal opinion as a citizen of this country. Though he commands a large followership and a lot of people have so much respect for him. So he has only spoken as the Oba of Benin. He's not speaking on behalf of the entire Benin Kingdom. I want to believe so. So he has only expressed his personal opinion, which I think as a citizen he has right to. And I think he should also be aware that that statement will generate the kind of reactions that has followed the statement. So that's my view on it. It's a personal view.
Is the statement not campaign after election?
Well, call it anything, call it campaign after election. It remains it's an opinion. It is not. It doesn't mean it's true, and all of that. So it's a personal view. As I said yesterday, talking about an ordained of God of a thing, the will of God can be permissive and can also be perfect. So that God permits an issue doesn't make it. That is what he wanted at that time. So, but that's the perspective he saw it from, and he has expressed it. People has responded to it, and in my view, I think it's a personal opinion.
Yesterday, the deputy governor of Edo State declared his intention to run for the number one office in the states. Talking about Edo State, what's your take on the statement he made that he was intimidated and denied allocation for about 5 years?
Yesterday I talked about the fact that he has every right to contest that election. He has right to vote and be voted for as a citizen of that country and by extension in that state. So eventually he was able to make his declaration known yesterday, and I think it's good for democracy, the liberty to express our view per time. Is a fundamental one. Whether the people of Edo State believed in him to the point of making him their governor, is another ball game, it's another thing entirely. So, but for the fact that he was able to express his opinion in terms of making his ambition known to the Edo people, I think it's a good one. He may not really emerge as the gubernatorial candidate of PDP eventually. I mean, those are hurdles that have been set for him to cross. So we look forward to see all of that unfold.
Is he going to wreak any havoc in the state?
Not at all. I don't expect anything.
PDP?
You see, Mike,
the governor PDP,
even the governor himself,
well.
I will blame the governor. He has given this guy too much of attention, and that was why he made reference to it yesterday. All those grandstanding are unnecessary. Leave this guy alone. He remains the deputy governor. Let him play his ball. I mean, this excessive power that some of our governors get involved in, for me, is not necessary. Leave this guy alone. Let him do his bit. He felt he has a chance. He felt he could do something. Allow him. I mean, blocking his office, doing all of that, stopping his allocation and all of that is unnecessary.
But would you accept that? If well, let me just leave that.
Mike, this life should be live and let's live. That should be the mantra for life.
All right, thank you so much, Michael. Let's leave that.